What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 42, and actually straight away oh dear, if you're wondering why I'm just taking a quick swig of tea, it's because I'm on like my 13th commentary of the night, and this is ridiculous. My throat is killing me. I've just stockpiled all these videos, like the past 10 episodes, maybe even longer than that, have just been stockpiled, and I'm doing them all tonight, as well as some His Journey episodes. So yeah, my throat is killing, as you can expect. But anyway, guys, we start the episode off against Sunderland, and in this game, this was one of those games really when I just didn't think I was ever going to be able to score. I've praised Simon Mignolet many times in real life. I've always said that he should be playing for a bigger team than Sunderland. No disrespect to any Black Cats fans, but in my opinion, I honestly feel as though Mignolet should be playing for a better team. But just 22 minutes in, we managed to take the lead. Lucas Leiva down left-hand side, swinging the ball in. But, well, I just praised Mignolet a few seconds ago, and unfortunately he commits an absolute howler. He goes to punch the ball away, completely misses it, and it's a free header for Andy Carroll, and he is never going to miss that. 1-0 to Liverpool, but Sunderland did have the chance to level the score up here, but Sessegnon denied by Jose Reina, who I think I've said in every single episode since taking over as Liverpool manager, he's been awesome in the game. He's a great goalkeeper in the game. Like I said before, I don't really rate him in real life, but on the game he's superb. And he managed to defend the first corner, goes out for another corner. Sunderland, one of those sides really where I feel as though they're going to be better in attack than offense, in attack than defense on the game. Not entirely sure why, because you know, they don't have the best of attacks in real life, but I still feel like they're going to be really prolific in the game for some reason, mainly because of Stephen Fletcher really, and obviously Adam Johnson and Sessegnon, and I think Craig Gardner's a great sort of shooter of the ball from range. But on the 45th minute scripting, yay, Steven Gerrard managed to make it 2-0, and for Sunderland really they weren't defending very well. Although we didn't have too many chances, they weren't defending very well. But this was Craig Gardner in the 58th minute. I've said before, he can definitely shoot from range. Good free kick taker as well, and what an amazing save by Reina. He just got his fingertips to the ball and touched that onto the bar. That was an incredible save. But Sunderland were threatening a little bit, but not enough really. And it was sort of one of those routine victories, you know, where even though we had the lead, Sunderland didn't really press for an equaliser in any stretch of imagination. Is that right? Yeah, I suppose so. But even when we went 2-0 up, they just sort of conceded defeat, just held off us really. But they did have a few chances. This was another one here. Seb Larsson down left-hand side, he headed the ball across the face of goal. But I mean, you know, there's no one following in. You know what I mean? You see that again. There is no one following in. Like, why? You know, seriously, man. I know it's 2-0, but you can still get yourselves back in the game. But even so, they just didn't seem bothered, to be honest. But they did start to make a few runs into our box with a few minutes to go. This was Skirtle getting completely mugged here, and with 10 minutes to go, they did manage to get themselves a goal back. Sessegnon with a goal, so a cutback really. You barely ever see the AI score cutbacks, or at least I don't. And Sessegnon put the ball into the empty net after Reina came out. But 2-1 was the final score. Like I said, Sunderland could have snuck away with a draw there had they pressed us more, but instead they stood off us for far too long, and the first half sort of cost them in the end. So we take the win by 2-1, and that is awesome. But Chelsea, you know, they are, I mean, that's the team that is playing hard to get is Chelsea at the moment. They are not letting us take Azpilicueta, but I offered 7 million and removed Glenn Johnson, because I'll try and sell him on his own. But the player that's playing hard to get is Insigne, and he is playing extremely hard to get. I mean, this guy, like, he just does not want to leave Napoli. It's ridiculous. I've offered him, I swear, I offer him about 10 contracts over the transfer saga. It's ridiculous. This guy, I give him more wages, I give him a bonus status for goals, I think I give him important first team player status. He just does not want to come. But one player that does want to come for us, or come to us I should say, is John Taylor. He's going to join from Shrewsbury for 1.2 million, and as I said before, he's just going to be a reserve player really, but he's young and he's absolutely rapid, so that's awesome. But Southampton declined the bid we made for Luke Shaw in the last episode. They wanted 1.325, and I thought, yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's only another 325 grand, and considering we've got 29 million from the Suarez deal, I can be perfectly fine providing that little bit of money. That's nothing to me, you know. I blow my noses with, you know, 200 grand notes. 200 grand notes? Wow, imagine one of those. But yeah, the following games against MK Dons. This is of course an FA Cup replay. We drew at Anfield by 1-1. Was it 1-1 in the Anfield game? I think it was. And it required a replay. It shouldn't have required a replay. We should have done the business in the first game. But Danny Pacheco put us in the lead just 20 minutes in. What a great finish that is from the young Spaniard. And to be honest, for Milton Keynes, they were poor. I mean, they put in a really good shift at Anfield, but in this game they were really poor. They just gave the ball away far too much. And the only couple of attempts they had, this was one of them. Luke Chadwick with his shot putting the ball wide. I mean, that was really poor when he worked his way into the box. But yeah, MK Dons were terrible. They were absolutely awful. This was Martin Kelly, Robin Dean Lewington. Crossed a great ball in, to be honest, and David Ngou's header. It's not David Ngou, is he? It's I'm thinking of David Ngog. What's his name? Is it Michael Ngou? I think it is. Is it Michael Ngou? I'm just going to say it is. But yeah, MK Dons didn't really threaten at all. Those were the only two chances of the game they had, really. A simple save for Gazaniga and Luke Chadwick putting the ball wide. But this was Ngou skipping past his man, going through one-on-one. His shot hit the bar, but it came straight to Danny Pacheco on the volley, who made it 2-0, his second goal of the game. And for some reason, Ngou didn't want to celebrate with him. But yeah, 2-0 to Liverpool. But I mean, MK Dons are all over the place, man. They barely threatened that goal. And this was Pacheco going through one-on-one once again. He crossed the ball into the centre, but Ngou's header was well saved, and MK Dons managed to clear the ball away. But 2-0 the final score, through to the next round of the FA Cup, and that is just delicious news. So I mean, we shouldn't have needed the replay. I was pretty embarrassed to actually draw at Anfield, but at the end of the day, we get through, and that's the main thing. And also we get some tournament prize money, which is like 20 grand. Not even that. Oh, 50 grand. Yeah, even better. But yeah, Insigne, man, playing extremely hard to get. He just does not want to come to the club. Like, every single contract I offer, he's like, no, that's not good enough. Give me something more. It's like, you know, I don't know what he wants. He says he doesn't want to leave Napoli. I mean, you know, what does he want? You know, exactly. Does he want me to make him pizza and spaghetti each night? I mean, you know, I'm trying to think of Italian stereotypes. Does he want me to grow a mustache? Well, I can't grow one in real life, Lorenzo. I can't grow facial hair. I'm sorry. If that's what you're missing, I'm sorry, but Azpilicueta, we finally get to offer him a contract after all of that. I just think it was Chelsea not wanting Glenn Johnson, you know. I just don't think they wanted him back. Because the first offer I offer without Glenn Johnson, they're like, yeah, okay, we'll accept that. But we offer Luke Shaw a contract, and I hope he'll come in. And yeah, Insigne, man, he just does not want to come here. Every single fucking contract. I mean, he's rapid, he's got 4-star skills, but he just doesn't want to come. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.